everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum PokéRadar FateLocke. In the last episode, we explored the rest of the remaining areas around Pastoria City, finishing off the area west of Pastoria, and we even went inside the Great Marsh, exploring there, and catching ourselves a Great Marsh encounter, as you can see on the layout, being Pascal the Tangela, which we made a pretty rash decision and added him to the team right away. And I definitely was not disappointed about that. He is amazing, and I'm looking forward to potentially using him for the rest of our journey, should he end up living past this episode, that is. Because in this episode, we are going to be taking on the 5th gym leader of the game versus Crasher Wake, the water-type gym leader of Pastoria City. I am very worried about Wake. He's a very difficult gym leader in my eyes, and he's one of the hardest gym leaders of all time if you don't have a good thing to go against him. However, I do have a really good Pokemon to go against him, and I feel fairly confident, but however, things could still go really wrong, as you guys know. So, with that being said, if you can go ahead and see on the layout as this Krogunk passes by, I was hoping this would happen just because it's cute to show off, he's adorable, and he's taunting me that I did not catch one of his species. But I don't care, Krogunk, I got Pascal! I don't care about you, he's amazing! Yeah, as you can see, I changed our Plasmius into the Mo Rotom, which is something I'm allowed to do in this playthrough because of my rules with the PokéRadar and key items. I'm allowed to change my Rotom's form, and we had been using the Fan Rotom. However, for this episode, I'm going to be rocking the Mo Rotom because we need Leaf Storm. That'll be really good against Crasher Wake's Quagsire if we really need to use it, and I can always switch to reset the special defense, well, the special attack drop that it gives us. And not only that, but Reflect that we still have will be really good for Wake's physical attacks. So that's probably going to go ahead and be my main strategy, but I would still really like to be able to use Pascal, so hopefully we get lucky and roll him. Another thing you might notice is I do have Pokerus on Pascal. Don't worry if you're new to the series, I've had Pokerus the entire game, since the Rourke episode is where we got it. But I went ahead and put it on Pascal, because we have a Pokemon in our PC with it, but I didn't give it to Pascal since I just added him in the last episode, so he didn't have it yet, but everybody else has had it. And I went ahead and spread it over to him really quick while I was switching Plasmius' form. And another thing you might notice is he's holding the Lucky Egg. I did mention I won't use the Lucky Egg for anything other than training. It was just gonna be like a little light rule of mine. But since he's like a lower level and I'm going to be training right after we take on the gym trainers anyways, I don't really count it as a problem. I'll just go ahead and have that on him for now while we're going ahead and taking down the gym trainers, because that is what we have to do at the start of this episode. So, let's enter the gym and talk to the champion making guy once again. I think it's been a while. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him. I think I named him Don. Let's talk to Don. It says, the gym leader Wake, Crasher Wake, excuse me. Don't tell him I said it. He'll choke me. He's a master of water-type Pokemon. I'd say you've got guts if you try to face down water types with fire or ground Pokemon, but that part I'll leave up to you. Go and have some good battles. He leaves it up to me. He lets me decide my fate, which is great to see. Unlike Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you're like, you have to have this Pokemon to enter the gym, right? This guy, he knows, he's the guy. He's the guy that he knows it all. He lets you do what you want. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your raft, because you're standing on a raft, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good. These are rafts, right? Yeah, they're like little rafts. They're like logs and stuff. But whatever floats your boat. You could challenge him with your ground type, but I'm not. I have a ground type that's normally on my team. If you guys missed last episode, you might be like, where's Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome? He's in the PC. He's not dead. I just replaced him with Pascal for now. He'll be back. He is a staple on the team, and he's not going anywhere. He'll just sit out for this one because, like Don said, I'd be stupid to fight Wake with the ground type. And my luck, I would roll Dimmadome, and I'd rather him not die. So we're going to go ahead and have him sit out for this one, and have Pascal take his place for now. So with that being said, I'm going to take on the gym trainers, at least a couple of them here with Pascal. I know some of them have Wingull, but there's nothing that I could roll that wouldn't be able to fight Wingull, so even Oswald would be fine. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and fight this little guy with my Pascal. Because he's awesome, and I love him. Let me just put it this way. If you missed last episode, go watch it, at least till we caught Pascal, because He has so much personality in that single Pokemon that quickly, it's not even funny. It's crazy how much personality this little guy has. Although he does need a partner for the fight, because this is level 32 B-Barrel. I didn't realize that the Pokemon would be this high of a level. I should have. But he should drop my dice on the floor. I didn't roll it, like it flipped out of my hand. So it doesn't actually count as a roll. I just dropped it, and now it's all the way on the floor, and I have to move. What a klutz! Anyways, what I was saying is I should have expected the Pokemon would be this level. Because we're at, the level limit's 37, and we're in the gym. But what I'm saying is, this might have been a mistake. But Pascal has a lot of defense. I should be okay. Let me grab the dice. Dang it, my headphones are gonna fall off my head. Professionalism. I dropped the ball, guys! Like, literally. I mean, I dropped the cube. Okay, we're back. We're back in black. Let's do it. Let's roll the dice. I rolled a 3, which is funny because that's what landed on the floor. So, fate was set for me to get a 3 no matter what had happened. Dropped dice or not. So, who's in slot 3? Trap God. So, I should be fine to fight B-Barrel with Pascal. It won't kill me in one hit. Mega Drain will heal me. Okay, that might have killed me in one hit. That, oh my god, that would have been the shortest lived Pokemon ever. Not really, there's been less. Okay, I'm actually frightened though, because it could hit. Oh, my heart, everything tensed when the Fire Nation had attacked. No, oh my god. Okay, you have 74 defense. Trap has 37. So, yeah, I'll be okay. Okay, that works. Rollout's really frightening, but it'll be dead this turn, so it doesn't actually matter. Oh boy, you scam me. You give me the scares right out the gate. B-Barrel and Jackie. I never would have guessed Jackie, by the way. Who names their boy Jackie? Just name him Jack. I mean, Jackie'd be a cute little nickname for a little boy, so I'll give it a pass. Jackie. Yeah, I might be tougher than your gym leader. Oh, I know I'm tougher than your gym leader. I am big Destiny. I was gonna say big man Bianca, but that's the other playthrough, and Bianca's not a man, so she's a guy. So it's basically like that commercial, right? What is this? This just resets it. Yeah, that just resets it, so you can leave if you need to go back and heal. I do need to heal. Also, the big root we're gonna give to Pascal, but after he evolves, because I'd like him to have the lucky egg until then. What are we doing here? Super potion? Oh, I didn't take damage. Right, oh, I did, but I healed it. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm just losing it. I'll be better. We're fine. We're gonna go ahead and proceed. There are Wingull and Pelipper in this dungeon. This gym. Oh boy. I think this guy has one. I'm frightened. I'm not gonna lie. He has a Barboach, actually. Let's do it. He wields the stupendous power of water. He wants me to know that I probably can't win. Well, that's okay, John. That's even your name. Walter, you know, Barboach, Whiscash. I actually thought Whiscash, but I was like, nah, they wouldn't have a Whiscash at this point in the game. No, they do. Outspeed. I'll roll 2, by the way, 4. But I was gonna attack anyways, but you know what I'm saying. Ow! Thank God that had a lid on it. Oh no. That frightens me. Scammy. Only magnitude 4 though. I mean, even magnitude 10 I wouldn't have killed me. It doesn't very effective. It's not very effective, and it's a physical attack. We're fine. And we'll even get the 2 HP back. Yeah, I dropped a glass bottle on my desk next to my water that's open because I tried to reach for my water to take a good old swig because we're in the water type gym. And you need to stay healthy, kids. Practice good practices. Like leveling up your Pascal in the gym so he can evolve into Tangrowth. I would like to get all of the evolutions this episode done in here so I don't have to do it in the training montage. How many evolutions would you like to know? Goofy's gonna evolve this episode, and Pascal's gonna evolve this episode. So, I would like to be able to roll the Goofmeister here in the next fight. That'd be nice. Alright, yeah, let's hit this switch. This gym puzzle is pretty cool. It's not necessarily a puzzle, it's kind of, you know, it's pretty straightforward, but I like the layout of the gym. Why am I thinking dungeon? Alright, this guy has Wingull. I know he does, I just have this suspicion. I'll go ahead and take Pascal's lucky egg now. I'll give him the experience share. Yeah, and then I'll give the lucky egg to Goofy, which the only reason that I'm doing this is so I can make sure these evolutions happen before the training montage to save me editing stress and hassle, basically. All right, let's fight this nerd. He's been around the world going from place to place, training his Pokemon, but he's chosen to make this gym his home. What? What do you mean you can bet it's tough? What's so tough about living in the gym? Jonah. Damien, not what happened. That just wouldn't happen. Yeah, he's got a Wingull. Goofy's fighting with a 5. That's cool. I think that's Pascal, which is, yeah, that's fun. Okay, Wingull, I'll cut it. I'm pretty sure Brian does more, but you guys know it doesn't matter. I'll use Brian after this. He didn't confuse me, which makes me very happy. I would have been very upset. Okay, cut kills it. So I know we have a 5% chance to miss here. I'm gonna believe that Goofy hits. Thank you so much, Goofy. Cut's a bad attack, but it's proven its worth in these times of need where I don't have anything other than water. Ooh, a Pelipper. That's actually kind of scary. Excuse me. Anyways, Pelipper. I cannot lose a Pokemon to Pelipper, especially my starter, who is 1 level from evolving. I've had troubles getting my starters to fully evolve in my playthroughs on the channel in the past, and Goofy is 1 level away. I'll be heartbroken. You can't do me dirty that way. I realize a crit wing attack kills me, but there's really not, like, if I heal, that's gonna put me in a, okay, that's actually not that bad. All right, we're okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit, but as long as it can't deal mass damage to me. All right, it's possible that it has the move Brine, so I'm gonna heal, just because Brine would probably seal the deal here at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use healing item number 1 of the pair of Goofy and Pascal for this fight, and use a Moo Moo Milk on Goofy. I'm allowed 3 items per set of Pokemon that I end up using, so in this case, Goofy and Pascal get 3 items, and if they both died, the next set would get 3 items, but in this situation, we're not gonna have that happen. I don't think anybody's gonna die. I think we'll be okay. How much does Brine do? I'm curious. Yeah, this Pelipper's like doing nothing. I expected it to do like half of my health with wing attack for some reason. I was frightened, and I know we wouldn't be able to deal too much damage to it, so I was pretty terrified. But Brine actually does quite a bit, so good Goofy. I thought Goofy was gonna die right before he was about to evolve, and everybody would have lost their mind. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, me too. You guys don't understand how angry I would be in that situation. Pretty angry. I'm gonna keep Goofy up front. Pascal's good at fighting these water types, obviously, but I want to make sure Goofy gets to evolve. And Pascal should hit level 33 at least. There's a couple of trainers left. Yeah, we should be alright. Yeah, let's fight this little girl, who I also think has a Wingull. No, she has a Meryl. Yeah, I'll just leave Goofy up front. It doesn't matter. Who we fighting? Alright, Jackie and... I don't know. Something with a J. Caitlin. Wouldn't happen. Unfortunate. She has a Azumarill, a Meryl, and a Azumarill, I think. That's fine. All right, Goofy, what are we doing here? You didn't hear the dice guy. I rolled on my mouse pad. It's a 4. I normally roll it in the monitor circle, so I'll keep doing that in the future. Although the mouse pad makes it so you guys don't hear it. That's actually kind of smart. It was a 4. Oswald. Doesn't matter. We're good. Yeah, this is a normal type, so we can brine it. And Goofy should be able to hit level 36, maybe? Hopefully. If she has an Azumarill and a Meryl, we'll probably hit 36, which would be amazing. Maybe not, though, because Pascal has the experience share. She does have an Azumarill, which is pretty sweet. Although, I kind of want to do this with Oswald, because I don't really have too much to do against it. I might switch. I don't know. I'll try and do it. Oh my god, Azumarill's sprite in this game is so cool. She's all cute and small. She doesn't look super thick, though. She's kind of skinny. I expect, like, a big chunkster. You know, like a boom boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cut does, like... Hold me back! What have I done? Okay, that did, like, nothing. It does not have huge power. All right, that actually scared me to death because, in my mind, it had huge power and I was dead. I didn't expect Double Edge at this point. That's terrifying. I actually thought Goofy was dead. My life flashed before my eyes. Thank you, game, for giving this thing thick fat. Oh, thank the heavens. You're like, Corm, how do you know it has thick fat? Because Goofy's alive. Basically. Because... huge power would have made that do a lot. I don't think it would have killed me, though. with huge power. It would have done a lot more than it did, though. Maybe I'm not giving Goofy enough credit. He's pretty defensive here. Every time I think of, don't give it enough credit, I think of a specific Pokemon, and everybody, oh my god, rollout. So many things in this gym have rollout. I mean, 2 things so far, but I'm guessing Meryl does as well, so that would be 3 things. That's a lot of things to have rollout. That's frightening. Anyways, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about the give it enough credit thing. I can't help it, but it's a good meme, and it's an old meme. It's a goodie, but it's an oldie, and I can't help but think about it every time I say that. Whatever. Caitlyn does have an Azurill, a Meryl, and a Azumarill, which I think is super duper cool. I'm almost out of Brine. That's not good. If I get down to 1 left and it's not below half health, yeah, it would be fine. I was just gonna cut it. Not cut the video, I was gonna use the move cut. That move's confusing for a YouTuber, because you might think, oh, he's gonna cut, I'm gonna go get a drink or something. Not that you do that at a cut, right? And then come back to your video after you paused it, and then it's like, oh, he just used the move cut. I have wasted so much time. Nobody's done that, but I mean, you can understand why I would think that'd be something that's possible. You know? You guys know what I'm saying. Everybody always knows what I'm saying. I tend to be a very, very explanation-heavy person, so you guys don't miss too much. Anyways, we're almost done here. We have a couple Pokemon left. This guy has a Gyarados, from what I remember, which frightens me dearly. Goofy has, like, no Brine left. Goofy can't do much against a Gyarados. I feel like it's a Gyarados. Pascal cannot do much against a Gyarados. Grandmama would die to a Gyarados. I'm frightened. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. I guess I'll do this with Plasmius, just because I feel like he's got a Gyarados. And Plasmius could kill a Gyarados very easily. And everybody else could die to a Gyarados fairly easily. So we're gonna fight Fisherman Eric here, who does not have a Gyarados with Plasmius. But if I roll Goofy, then I can switch to Goofy. The Mo Rotom back sprite is really cool. Okay, Goofy, please. My god, I threw it behind my desk! Like, now I gotta move and see, because I can't see. It's all the way behind my monitor, because I missed the circle. Now I gotta stand up. This video has gone brilliantly. Ouch. I think that's a 2. It's a 2! Okay. I don't know who's in slot 2. Grandmama. I feel like I might have unplugged one of my cords while I did that, so I'm gonna cut the recording. Give me a second. Alright guys, false alarm. It was all good, but I had to check because I would hate for the rest of this clip to be silence and not get my commentary or the game audio. That would be horrible. Yeah, I rolled 2. So let's make sure we throw the dice not behind. So like my monitors is sitting next to each other and there's like a circle. Like they've got like a stand. So I throw it in the stand because it can't really bounce out of the stand if I throw it right. But it rolled past the stand all the way to the corner of the desk, back in the corner of the wall. And my PlayStation 4 is between the monitors, so I can't see between the monitors. So I had to stand up, and I'm in a like tangled mess of cords because I'm recording. Terrifying me. I didn't want to unplug a cord. Anyways, he has a Goldeen. That's nothing. We shockwave it, it's gone. Pascal gets the experience, share experience, and potentially might hit level 33 in the process during this fight because he's got 3 Pokemon. Which would be good because then I could just give the experience share to Goofy for the rest of this gym. And we could take down the rest of the trainers with Plasmius, get Plasmius to 37 hopefully, and I wouldn't have to train Plasmius at all. What? Rotom learns Substitute upon level up? I mean, it's really good. It's great for challenges like this. And it would be great for Wake, probably. But I just feel like Reflect is better, and I don't want to get rid of any of the other attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Substitute. And if we ever need Substitute, I can always get the TM for it. I can buy them at the game corner. Oh, this guy does have a Gyarados, so I'm really glad that I stayed in and chose Plasmius instead of Goofy, because Goofy'd be dead right now, unless I rolled Plasmius, of course, which I rolled Grandmama, so that wouldn't have happened. But we can Shockwave Gyarados and take it down, no problem. And this would give a lot of experience to Pascal, which is always much appreciated, because at level 33, Tangela doesn't evolve at level 33, but Tangela actually gets a move at level 33, which is how it evolves. So I can evolve it, which would be sweet. And not quite. We have a Seaking. Oh, wow. Seaking's really cool. I could kill that with Grandmama, but they have physical moves like Horn Attack, so I'm just going to go ahead and stay in with Plasmius and finish Eric off, I think was his name. One thing interesting I found out is there's actually a move tutor for the move Ancient Power in Platinum, or Diamond and Pearl, one of them. Or they might all have it, I don't actually know. But that means you could get a level 2 Tangrowth. You could breed a level 1, you know, a baby Tangela, and then get a level 2 Tangrowth. I didn't know that was actually legal. That's really, really cool to think about. But I don't know where the move tutor's at. It might be the one we were just at, or it might be the one, like, in the after game. I don't actually know. But I wouldn't go spend shards on that anyways, because we're only 1 level away from 33. It doesn't actually matter. Yeah, 884 experience away. That's nothing. I wish I could give the experience share to Goofy at this point. I think there's only one more trainer. But I doubt he has a Gyarados as well. Just going off of, like, a little bit of logic. Gyarados is pretty strong. I'm assuming only one trainer in here has it, and Wake is the only other person that actually has it, being the gym leader, of course. So I feel comfortable in fighting the next guy with Goofy. I feel like he'd have more Wingull, probably, and we handled those fairly well. Sure, let's go ahead and do it. Hopefully, if it is a really scary Pokemon like a Gyarados, I can at least roll Plasmius, because if not, Goofy's gonna die. He has 3 Pokemon, so it's unlikely in my mind. Yeah, he has a Wingull. Although, the last guy had a Goldeen, a Seaking, and a Gyarados, it's very, very likely he has a Wingull, a Pelipper, and a Gyarados, which would be really bad news. So this roll's a big deal. Let's see what we've got. I didn't roll that right. Well, okay. I rolled a 6. Which, I'll go ahead and say this. When I didn't roll the dice right, when I dropped it and it didn't go right, I rolled a 1. So I'd have got to pick what I wanted anyways, and then I rolled a 6. So the same outcome would have happened regardless. I got Plasmius, which is great. So I'll stay in. I'll try and do much of this as I can with... Oh, I only have 1 brine left. That's not good. Well, I guess I could use an Ether. I have 3 items for Plasmius and Goofy right now. Supersonic Missing is really good. Let's just see what comes out next, and we'll go with the punches. We'll roll with the flow. We'll roll with the punches and go with the flow. You know what I'm saying. You know what I know. I'm rapping like a trap god. Yeah, I don't know where else to go with that. The Shellos. Yeah, this guy is not a threat. Doesn't actually matter. I can just keep cutting it down. I'm praying I get enough experience here to level Goofy up. And not Plasmius. And Pascal. Plasmius, Pascal. 2 P names. You know what I'm saying? But Shellos has Storm Drain most likely, so I can't use Brian anyways. But yeah, Goofy and Pascal would evolve in the same battle, which would actually be perfect timing. I'm hoping that's the case. I very rarely line up evolutions that well, so that would be really cool to see, actually. Now, unfortunately, Cut missed, and Rain is up, which is unfortunate, because it's probably got water moves it can use against me, but I can't use water moves against it. Water Pulse from a Shellos in the Rain could actually do a lot of damage. Yeah, we're alright. I get worried. I overestimate pretty much everything in the game, but that's actually a good trait to have, I'd say. I'd rather overestimate everything than underestimate one thing, right? Because if you underestimate just one thing, that's all it takes to destroy your whole life and your team, and all your Pokemon die, and it's horrible and sad, and you have a lot of training to do, you lost all your guys you love, and nobody wants to deal with that. Now, if you overestimate everything, you're at least on edge to the point that you have an idea that something could always happen, to always be able to defend behind it, which would be great. Alright, so we're not going to get the experience that we need. I mean, I could against Golduck, but my accuracy's low and I need to switch. So, I'll switch to Plasmius, right? Because that's my partner for the fight. Golduck comes out. I can easily kill it with a Shockwave, or I could risk it and switch into Goofy and use Brine after some cuts. I'm just going to go ahead and kill it. I'm not going to do any risky stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and Shockwave it and finish off the final trainer. It's unfortunate. Goofy and Pascal could have evolved at the exact same battle, but unfortunately it's not going to be the case. Pascal will evolve, though, which is really cool, and then I can always just go fight a wild battle or two outside before I start the training montage to go ahead and cap Goofy off to 36. And Pascal at level 33 wants to learn the move Ancient Power. Of course I'd teach it. I'd teach it even if it wasn't the move to evolve. All I have is Grass-type attacks, and Ancient Power is a really good special attack. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Vine Whip, probably. Bind might have its uses. Not really, but yeah, I'll get rid of Bind. Vine Whip could be a good physical move to have. Bind is just horrible in every sense. And Ancient Power is a good special rock type attack to have, so we've got a little bit of type diversity going on Pascal now, instead of just having grass type attacks. And by learning Ancient Power and hitting level 33 in the process, we're going to go ahead and get to evolve Pascal. So, Pascal is evolving! And congratulations! Our Tangela Pascal has evolved into Tangrowth, which is amazing! I love the fact that I'm getting to use a Pokemon that gained an evolution in this generation on our team. I think it's awesome that we're getting to use something like a Tangrowth or like a Magnezone or something that got an evolution in Gen 4. It's just cool to use it in its home region, if that makes sense. So we're getting to go ahead and use Tangrowth Pascal. Very cool. And no moves upon level up. I didn't expect much. You know, we just got Ancient Power. Let's go ahead and check out Pascal now that he's a Tangrowth. Look at this. Ooh, so good. 87 defense. Pretty solid. It's about on par with everybody except for Trap God. I didn't realize Trap God's defenses were so bad. That's going to be a problem in the future, isn't it? But I like using weird Pokemon that everybody thinks are really bad. So I like to see Trap God go as far as physically possible. Even if that means she dies in the process. I'm going to take her as far as I can. Alright, Pascal's really cool. Strong, good attack, and special attack. I have Ancient Power and Mega Drain. Stun Spore's not too great. I'd like to get Sleep Powder, which I could get with a Heart Scale, but I don't have one right now. I could go find one at some point, but I'll consider it down the line. I don't need it for this gym. We can take the experience share off now, and go ahead and slap on the Big Root, which will be really good with Mega Drain, because we'll be able to gain more HP back, which will be really good for challenges like this. Definitely something to keep in mind. And Goofy still has the Lucky Egg, that's right. Alright, I'll go ahead and leave the Lucky Egg on Goofy. And I guess before we actually start the training montage, just so I can put the evolution in before it starts, so I don't have to, like, cut it out of the training montage and then put it in afterwards, because it's easy to do, but it doesn't look as good. And it's just better to go ahead and do it in one fluid cut that's normally with this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and heal up, and I'll go ahead and meet you guys in a battle that'll get Goofy to level 36. And not only does Pascal evolve in this episode, but once again on the channel, it's definitely been a while since I've gotten to say this, but our starter Pokemon, Goofy, is evolving! Man, does that feel good to see! Our starter Goofy has evolved into Empoleon, the highest form that he can go. Oh, that feels great. And upon evolution, wants to learn the move Aqua Jet. I actually forgot about that entirely. That's pretty cool. We can go ahead and teach Aqua Jet. It's not too strong, but it's a priority move and it's physical. I can't get rid of Defog. I can't get rid of Cut. Oh yeah, this is great. Metal Claw is gonna be useless for now, at least. Oh, it's... So basically, I'm gonna have to use a Heart Scale in any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Aqua Jet, unfortunately. I'm not gonna need it for this gym. And once I get a Heart Scale and I go ahead and delete some moves once we get to Canalave City, then I'll go ahead and teach Aqua Jet. It'll be taught at some point, but for now, I just not able to do it. Alright, so Goofy, what are you looking like now, buddy? You are definitely a powerhouse. 108 special attack. Okay attack, decent defenses, and bad speed, but the Aqua Jet would be great. It's not horrible speed. It's one of the better ones on the team, at least. But yeah, we have a fully evolved starter now, which is just super cool to see. I have a lot to do. I have to train everybody to the level limit of 37. And I've just been sitting here kind of thinking about it. Everybody on this team is great. Now, I've been thinking about my team here, because the FateLocke's really interesting in that I can change my team around. Dimmadome in the PC, our Steelix, is going to stay on the team. He's going to be in our... He's going to be basically on our 6. He's going to be on our team moving forward no matter what. Goofy's probably going to stay on the team as well, at least until we get a water type that I feel a little bit cooler about using. Plasmius might go ahead and take the wayside after we beat the gym here. I've been using him a lot. He's been super overused lately, and I'd just like to give some other Pokemon a shot. Oswald's staying. Pascal's most likely staying. Trap God's staying. Grandmama's probably not. So I've been thinking about this. Grandmama has been a big burden on our team. I've been afraid to use her because her defense is so low that she'll die in pretty much one hit to any physical attack. That's too big of a risk for me to take, especially since I can only ever fight with 2 Pokemon at once, and that's just not something that I'm willing to risk right now. So I don't even feel like training her. I feel like if I have her on my team for Wake, she's just gonna die because Wake uses pretty much exclusively physical attacks. However, I don't want Dimmadome to be on the team either, because if I roll him, he's the last thing that I want to come out. I don't want Dimmadome to die against Wake. That would be horrific. So, I am going to go ahead and let Grandmama sit this one out. But I don't know who I want to go ahead and switch her out with. I'm going to switch her out for Dimmadome for right now. Just because Dimmadome is going to be... I need to train him up, because I'd like him to be able to join the team immediately after the gym. So I'm still going to take him to 37. I'm going to take Dimmadome to 37, Pascal to 37, Oswald 37, Plasmius 37, Goofy and Trap God to 37, since they're the 6 that I'm going to have on my team for Wake. I'm worried, though, because Trap God dies in pretty much one hit to anything that Wake has, and I don't really have anything to do against Wake with Trap God. But that's just going to be an unlucky roll, and there's not too much that I can do about that. She's not weak to anything that he has, and maybe she'll be able to deal some damage and get lucky with Chatter. So, this is the team that I'm feeling comfortable in moving forward in this gym with. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and sit Grandmama out. She'll still be in the using box because I was using her, and she's not what she was when I first caught her, along with the rest of the Pokemon here. But I don't know who I want to use in place of Grandmama. I need to pick a Pokemon to use, unless I just want to go ahead and risk it and have Dimmadome on my team, which is really scary to me. But there's really nobody that would be great to use here in this situation. The only Pokemon I can really think of that would be using our Shellos Gushers. I thought about this. I could train her up to 37 and she'll be immune to water-type attacks. That'd be massive. But I don't want to train up a Pokemon I have no interest in using just in case I roll them. That's a 1 in 5 chance. That's a 1 in 6 chance. So it's a really low percentage chance I roll Gushers, and that's just not something I really want to do, I don't think. I could do the same with Quagsire here since it has Water Absorb, but again, I don't know if I want to put in that kind of effort for a Pokemon that I know I'm not going to end up using. And there's nobody in this PC that I really want to use right now anyways. So, actually, I got an idea. Maybe, what about Dan? I could train Dan to 37. And, because I might use him again someday. It's a possibility. And he'd be able to fight fairly good against Wake should he end up having to come out. I like that idea a lot, actually. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So, I'm going to go ahead and get everybody on the team trained up to level 37, and I'm also going to train Dan, Drywall Master of the Universe, to 37 as well. But, Dimmadome won't be on the layout, because I'm not going to be using him in the gym. He'll just be trained up. So, he'll be, like, trained up on the side. He won't be on the layout or anything during training. He'll just go ahead and be trained up. He'll be on the layout after we beat Wake, because he'll be joining the team once again. So that's going to go ahead and be the plan. I got to get everybody trained up to the level limit of 37 so I can take on the 5th gym leader of the game, being Crasher Wake. So with that being said, I'm going to heal up my Pokemon here, and I'm going to get to work. It could take a while. I'm going to do a lot of training at the Socialites, most likely. So my money should hit max at least once, maybe twice. And I'll be able to buy a whole bunch of TMs. I'll be doing all of that during training, and I'll talk about what I did once I get back to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll be back in a sec. Enjoy the music! Alright, everybody. Training is done. It took a long time. It actually took, like, I think, almost 2 hours? Mainly because I was training with the socialite and gentleman to try and get some money, which I did. If you watch training, you'll see that I've got a lot of money. I had over 400,000, but I spent some on some coins. I didn't actually buy any TMs, because there's nothing that I want right now. Wait, now that I think about it, I could have got Thunderbolt. Right, I didn't even think about that. What do I have right now? Shockwave? Yeah, I didn't even think about that at all. What I did buy, however, is I gave Oswald a wide lens for his triple kick. So, I forgot about Thunderbolt entirely. I guess we're gonna go ahead and fly on Trap God over to Veilstone City real quick. I'm so glad I thought about that. But yeah, I didn't want any TMs in my mind. I scanned through them all. I was like, nah, I'll get Flamethrower and stuff like that later on. But there's nothing that's useful right now. Well, yeah, there is Thunderbolt for our Rotom for the water gym. Yeah, that's important. Good thing I didn't forget that one. I don't have enough coins. But yeah, I trained everybody on the team up to level 37, including Douglas Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, our Steelix, who is sitting in the PC. Like I said, he will rejoin our team as soon as he can. After the gym, of course, because I don't want my ground type having to come out in the gym. And that's really what I'm thinking about right now. This gym is deadly. I should be okay. I've got a good strategy. I've not much of a strategy, but I've got good Pokemon for this. But the thing is, I've had pretty good luck on this playthrough. The FateLocke is determined by, well, fate. It's up to all luck. And basically, if I roll a Pokemon that I don't really want to use in this gym, things could go downhill very quickly. I have 2 Pokemon that are really good for this gym, being Plasmiasaur Rotom and Pascal, our Tangrowth. Other than that, I don't really have anybody that's great for it. Dan Drywall Master of the Universe has returned for this fight, but me training him up might have been a big waste if we don't actually get him rolled. He is in slot 3, just like he should be, and like he always used to be. So if we roll a 3, training Dan wasn't entirely in vain. However, Goofy, Oswald, and Trap God are not really great options for this gym battle. Trap God probably dies in one hit to anything on Wake's team. I'd be surprised if that's not true. No, I don't want the Silk Scarf. I want the TM for Thunderbolt, which should be 24. Here it is. TM 24 Thunderbolt. Okay. So, yeah. Goofy could probably hold his own, but I don't know what he's gonna do. He doesn't really have any good attacks. And Oswald can probably hold his own a little bit, because he's actually got decent stats, so I'm not too comfortable about this. Not at all. Goofy's actually horrible. I don't have anything for Goofy to use, really. Maybe I should do something a little bit rash here. Well, first off, I'm going to go ahead and teach Thunderbolt here. Dan can learn Thunderbolt, but that would be a big waste, obviously. He's not a special attacker. So I'm going to go ahead and teach Thunderbolt to Plasmius over Shockwave. And that should be able to kill a lot of Wake's Pokemon fairly easily, I would think, other than his Quagsire. But that's the main problem. His Quagsire, I believe, is the lead. And I'll have to use Leaf Storm. And depending on the Pokemon I roll, I'm going to have to switch. And hopefully it's a Pokemon that'll want to fight, like Pascal, because then I'll be able to just switch into Pascal and it'll be done. But I don't know about that. So I was just thinking, if I roll Goofy, I'm kind of donezoed. All I have is Cut and Brine and Metal Claw, and Cut would be my best damage dealer, pretty much, which is not good. So I'm going to go ahead and teach the TM for Return to Goofy. He's our starter, and he's obviously never fainted, so he'll have max happiness right now, meaning Return will be decent. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Metal Claw. I'm not going to get rid of Brine, obviously, and Metal Claw is useless for this gym. I'll reteach Metal Claw with a Heart Scale later on. This is like a last-minute decision, but just in case Goofy does get rolled, I absolutely need some sort of damage output, because Brine just wouldn't cut it at above half health. So I'm feeling all right here. I'm not going to move the team around anymore. I put them in these specific spots. I don't know why, I just felt like it. And if I roll somebody I didn't want, then that's just what fate had in store. That's kind of been the theme of this playthrough. That's the theme of this entire type of challenge. There's really not much I can do now except put Bike on Select once again. Not that I need it right now, but just for good practice. I'd like to have it there for the future. Enter the gym one last time, and make our way to the gym leader of our 5th gym challenge yet, here in Pastoria City. I am fairly worried for Wake. Like I said earlier, I overestimate pretty much everything. But Wake's not something really that you can overestimate. Crasher Wake, in my opinion, is one of the hardest gym leaders of all time, based on the Pokemon he has. He has 3 really powerful Pokemon, all 3 of which that have great coverage, great resistances. One even has an immunity to the thing that he's weak to. He's got a really balanced team with great moves, great stats, and pretty decent levels as well. For this point in the game, fighting the 3 Pokemon that he has, and from my memory, that's a Floatzel, a Gyarados, and a Quagsire, it's a pretty tough challenge. And going into this at this point in the game, you don't normally have a lot of things that can take him down very well. In my previous Platinum playthrough, I had a Grass type, and let's just say I got crashed beneath the waves. And this time I have an Electric type that's also got a Grass type attack. But his ace and his strongest Pokemon has a move that can counter a Ghost type pretty hard. And because this is still the 4th generation, the Rotom isn't a Grass type. I'm an Electric Ghost type as Rotom. I did give Plasmius a Citrus Berry as his item, and everybody else is pretty much the same. Basically, let's hope we get Pascal rolled. I did get Knockoff with Pascal over Stunspore. I'll never use Stunspore. I'll probably never use Knockoff either, but I figured why not. Maybe we can knock off the Citrus Berry on his ace. It's a possibility. And I don't believe anybody else learned anything new. Well, Dan got a whole bunch of new stuff. He got Aqua Tail and Ice Fang, so he's got a lot better moves overall. Give him a Person Berry, didn't know what else to give. Maybe something can confuse us, I don't know. Really, there's nothing left I can say, other than let's walk forward across this raft and talk to Crasher Wake and get this gym challenge started. Oh boy, it all comes down to the roll of the dice, and that has never had more meaning than it does right now. This fight right here is the most dependent on a dice roll that we have had thus far. Let's talk to him and get this show on the road. Welcome. I don't get challenged very often. The glory you are now beholding is the Pastoria Gym Leader. That's right, I'm Crasher Wake. My Pokemon were toughened up by stormy white waters. They'll take everything you can throw at them and then pull you under. Victory will be ours. Come on, let's get her done. Time for the 5th gym challenge of our Pokemon Platinum, PokéRadar FateLocke versus Crasher Wake here in Pastoria City in the Sinnoh region. Oh dear. First up is Gyarados. That's actually really good. It's a water flying type, level 33. It's gonna cut my attack with Intimidate, but seeing Gyarados first is a godsend. I was worried I'd have to use Leaf Storm turn 1, lowering my special attack, forcing me to switch out to whatever the dice decides. But luckily, we can take Gyarados out in one clean shot, hopefully, and not have to worry about Gyarados at all. But before we do that, I have to find out who Plasmius is forced to fight with for this fight. Plasmius, you have been incredible since I've added you, and you carried Helamoth through Maylene last time. However, you might need help this time, and hopefully the help you get will be worth having. Let's go for it! A 5. That's Pascal! No way! That's perfect! Alright! I couldn't have gotten a better roll! Luck is on our side today! But we need more than luck. We need to strike his Pokemon down and do it with the power that our Pokemon have. It's not all luck dependent now. This is all on us. I can't complain about anything now. Alright, Pascal. Not Pascal. No! I forgot to turn on battle animations! Why? It ruins so much! I'd reset. But the thing is, unfortunately, I bought Thunderbolt Return. I'm not gonna redo it. We're gonna live with my dumb mistake. But I said I can't complain now. So let's just go on and pretend that this never happened. I haven't done this for a long time. And yeah, it destroys the fight's mojo a little bit. I'm sorry. I am. There's nothing I can do about it though, at this point. Alright, that's it for Gyarados. And next up is his ace. It's Floatzel. It's a water type, level 37. And it has a move that could really wreck Plasmius. And I'm worried that it's faster than me. And I'm worried it might be able to kill me in one shot. I should have switched now that I think about it. We're already in though, so... Actually, I'm gonna do something I might not... this is tough. The move it has is Crunch. Crunch is super effective against Plasmius, and it could kill me in one shot. But I do know that I will kill it in one shot as well. My worry here is, do I set up Reflect? Because if I don't outspeed... Here's my thought, alright? If it outspeeds me, hits me with Crunch, and I use Thunderbolt, I kill it. Right. No big deal. But if I use Reflect and don't outspeed, then I can heal, but it put me in a bad spot. Basically, using Reflect would only be a great deal if I outsped it. That way I would really lower the damage that I take, but it doesn't matter because I'd one-shot it. How much speed does Plasmius actually have? 84. That's basically my fastest Pokemon on the team, except for Trap God. But Floatzel's really quick. I don't think we'll outspeed it, but I'm going to go for Thunderbolt. Yeah, it does outspeed us, hit us with Crunch. We do take it, which is beautiful to see. It did lower our defense, though, and the Citrus Berry we added to Plasmius will enact, giving us a little bit more HP. And Thunderbolt does take it out in one shot. Alright, I was really worried that it wouldn't for some reason. Thank God I remembered to go to the game corner and get Thunderbolt. If I didn't do that and I just had Shockwave, I don't think it would have been enough. Alright, and his final Pokemon is Quagsire. And Plasmius, the reason I made it a mowing machine was for this Quagsire, just in case we didn't get Pascal. But we did. We had some good luck on our side, just like the rest of our journey has been so far. Plasmius is going to get back and has Pascal, our newest addition, come in and finish Crasher Wake off. Whew! That was really scary, but luckily we did it. It would have been so much more amazing if I turned on battle animations. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh boy, Pascal can Mega Drain this Quagsire and take it out in one shot. Nice work, you two. Oh boy, I can't believe I did that. I haven't done that for so long. And like, everybody used to meme me so hard and be like, battle animations, battle animations. Well, I hadn't done it for so long, but now they're gonna start again. Oh boy, I hadn't done it in that big of a way before, for so long. Unfortunate, alright. Anyways, Crasher Wake's defeated. It seems the Undertow pulled me under, but I had a great time battling with you. You have earned this. And we get the Fen badge from Crasher Wake, our 5th badge of the game. And we've still only had one death, which was to a crit. So, it could be deathless right now. Oh, it wasn't to a crit, actually. It was to a speed die, right. It's been a little while. So, I guess it couldn't be deathless. Fate just didn't have that in store. But Fate did have in store that we got our 5th gym badge with a number 5 roll. That's cute. I don't know what made me put Pascal there. I know right before I started the, this part of the episode, I had moved my team around a lot, put Dan in slot 3 and all that, and I don't think Pascal was in slot 5. I think I put him there. So, I wonder who was there. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't remember. Anyways, we got the Fen badge, so we can now use the HM move Surf outside of battle. And for beating him, his team's gonna recognize our power and give us TM55, and that's Brine. So, it's the move that Goofy has. It does more if your target has less than half HP. So, fairly good fight. Let's not forget to turn on battle animations. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe it. I've soiled myself. Beautiful fight, great commentary, great leading up to it. Everything was perfect. I got the number I wanted. And I forgot battle animations. Can you believe it? Oh, it's depressing. I can't believe what I've done. Anyways, upon exiting the gym, Fate's gonna be like, hey, you got the gym badge, right? Didn't I tell you Master was pretty awesome, huh? And Wake's gonna come outside. I almost said Quake. I mean, right? Can you imagine if his name was Quake, but like Q-W-A-K-E? Quake. It'd be funny. Anyways, Crasher Wake does not care. Excuse me, phone. Yeah, you heard my notification sound on my phone. It's from Sly Cooper. Dimitri, show me your bling and let me shine you. Yeah, so now that's out of the bag. I think that's been leaked before anyways. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Wake's right. It doesn't matter. There's a Team Galactic Dune outside talking about something about using a bomb. Wake's gonna go defend Pastoria. Not only is he Crasher Wake, he is Defender of Pastoria. That'd be a great title. Look at Faith just memeing it off. Look at this. What a joke. Anyways, that's all we're going to be doing in this episode, obviously. We took down our 5th gym challenge, being Crasher Wake, and we did it, no problems at all, which was really good to see. It could have been bad. Obviously, had Floatzel crit me with Crunch, it would have killed. So, we had a chance to have a death. I tell you guys, Crasher Wake is no joke, and Rotom is pretty good at this point in the game. The form change didn't actually make a difference in this situation, so Rotom's just a great Pokemon to have. Our whole team is doing really cool. Oswald is going to be staying for a while. Trap, well, probably, he's a solid member of the team, along with Trap God, Pascal, and Dimmadome. I'm going to go ahead and put Dimmadome back in the party, and we're going to put Dan back into the PC. Dan, Drywall Master of the Universe, is going back to the PC for now. I don't really want to use Plasmius for too much longer. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one, but maybe we'll decide that in the next episode. But yeah, everybody's looking pretty solid. I like the way the team's looking, and I like the Pokemon that we have used and the Pokemon that we have caught. There's plenty of cool options in the near future, and definitely some more to come. So, with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, a like is appreciated, it helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Nuzlocke variants like the FateLocke here, feel free to subscribe. And until then, I'll catch you guys next time, once we see what's going on with that bomb in the Great Marsh and in Pastoria City. And then hopefully we can make our way past those Psyduck north of Celestic Town, that we saw in the past. And make our way to Celestic Town. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.